Okay, so last problem that we're going to do for chapter 3 here is number 41 from the review. It says we have one interior angle of a regular polygon has 165 degrees as its measure. How many sides does the polygon have? So let's look at it like this. I don't know how many sides it has, so I'm going to just draw a quick sketch here of what maybe the bottom of this shape looks like. Okay, so maybe it looks something like this. This would be side number 1, this would be side number 2, this would be whatever, the nth side, right? I don't know how many sides, so I'm just going to say it has n of them. Okay, and I do know that every angle here has 165 degrees in it. Right, so if there was one here, this would be 165, same thing over here, this would be 165, and there are a whole bunch of these going all the way around, but I don't know how many of them there are. Well, if I have n sides for a polygon, that means I also have n angles. And if you think about it, a triangle has 3 sides and 3 angles. The quadrilateral has 4 sides and 4 angles. If I had a 10-sided figure, it would have 10 angles. So however many sides, that's how many angles I have. And if I know every single angle is 165 degrees, well, then my total interior degree sum is going to be 165 times n. I have n of them, and each one's 165, so you multiply them together to get the total. Okay, so that's that. Now let's think about another way of getting the total interior sum. Now it turns out we've already learned a formula that says n minus 2 times 180 gives that total interior. So what I've got right now is 2 different ways of saying the total interior sum, 165n and n minus 2 times 180. So I'm going to substitute this one into there. So I'm going to get 165n equals n minus 2 times 180. And if I work this out, I get 165n equals 180n minus 360. If I bring the 180 over here, I get negative 15n equals negative 360. And then if I divide by negative 15, I get n equals 24. So there are 24 sides to this. Now there's one other way of doing this problem that I think is also pretty clever. And so if I move this down a little bit, if you use the same idea right here, this is 165, this is 165. The other day we learned that if you extend this, this is called an exterior angle right here. And if you add these two up to get 180, you can figure out that this one here is 15 degrees. Well, if I draw in all of my exterior angles, they'd all be 15 degrees then. And the other day we figured out that if you add up all of the exterior angles, the sum for any polygon is 360. So that means if each one here is 15, I can figure out how many I have just by doing 360 divided by 15, and that'll tell me how many sides I have, or how many exterior angles I have. So in this case it's 24, but if I have 24 of these, then I have 24 angles on the inside, and if I have 24 angles on the inside, I have 24 sides as well.